really can't vibe with a place like this, man. When you have a printer that's just not working again, isn't it just like a month or so ago that this printer just had issues and we had to use an alternative printer? You see, this is exactly what I mean when I say that this dump right here, it's like, as far as my fake graphic artist role is concerned, it's all about problem solving and fixing problems. Well, yeah, problem solving, fixing problems, the same thing. But it's more problem solving than it is actually doing actual work, especially if it means, actual graphic design work that I've been wanting to do. Every time I ask for any opportunities, I never get them. I'm always being told, your time will come. When did that time come? It's already 2026. I asked about that in 2017. Guess what? I'm still doing the same thing. I don't trust this place, man. I lost all objectivity for this place. Even before the almost 20 people left, which was where I lost so much more objectivity for that place, to the point where I lost so many friends that at times when I feel totally out of it, that I just end up staring into my ex-close friendships memorial wall, where these guys have seen me on beast mode, just to a point where you got Julio saying, shut the, well, STFU, just to sound friendly. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, I'm not respected anymore. I'm not loved. I'm not appreciated. I'm not when's the last time I ever got praised by anything? All I get is just criticism and just more. I wanted to go as far as hate, but just more dislike, more. It's just that's just my world out there, unfortunately. So I'm looking at it from the standpoint of I'm just not that guy anymore. I feel like I'm washed, and that's because I'm in this dump where, not only is my role completely obsolete because of AI just practically taking over the graphic design world, but see that now with speaking of AI, it may just start causing layoffs for certain workers where they don't really where they may not really be needed anymore. So that's just the life that I have. And look, man, I'm not trying to be to make it seem like I'm like I already dislike myself. No, it's just the world I'm at now is where I just feel completely more disliked than I ever was praised. I'm trying to remember the last time I got praised, man. But at the end of the day, I'm battling, as with everybody else, with this war going on, that they're battling a certain kind of, they're battling their darkness for their own reasons. Meanwhile, for me, just like them, I'm battling my own darkness, but for a lot of reasons. Okay, so as I get into this topic right here, and look, my dump is never going to change. All right, that's already a given. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, as I've been hoping many times, to where it's never going to be the same. That my dump is going to be is never going to be like what it was in my first year. And you would think that for a company like this, you would think, hey, well, you know what, there's going to be some changes for the better, and it's not. It's the other way around. So I'm just under the impression that nothing's going to change, and for the most part, nothing has changed. So it is what it is. Talking to Ernie is just not the same. I'm sorry. I'm not disrespecting him, but it's to the point where it's just even hard to talk to guys like him. It's like I'm tired of seeing guys like him, man. And I'm not saying that I don't, but it's like every time he tells you, hey, want to get boba? You want to get this? Want to get that? He always has to wait until payday to do it. Come on, man. Like, why would you wait until payday? I mean, first of all, blame the company president because he still underpays people, which is the number one reason why a lot of these people left. But can he at least just try to change it, to raise it to like 20 an hour now with the tariffs being implemented? Yeah, man. So this topic right here, as I'm eating my fries right now, the remainder of my fries, you're gonna have to bear with me because I may be eating with my mouth full, and I apologize if that's the case. So this topic right here, as it pertains to social media and what would happen if I do come back. So if I do come back to Facebook, because I don't really rock with Instagram that much because it's so, it just doesn't really appeal to me as much as Facebook does. It doesn't have as many features as Facebook does. Instagram has mostly the same features as Facebook, but it doesn't have any more than what Facebook has, And I got more friends that use Facebook than Instagram. And there's some friends, well, more like acquaintances at this point, and even ex-close friends that use Instagram more than Facebook. But, people have their preferences, and it is what it is. But, yeah, so if I were to come back to Facebook, with this current state that I'm in, you best believe that things are still going to be the same. What do you mean by that, Jay? Well, they've seen about that I've averaged about like damn near 40, 50 rants a day. You got people like Mari and Rika who have clowned me when I say that I made about like 100, 200 posts and all that, and I get all that, but I'm at the point where it's going to be no use, because if I come back, it's still going to be the same things, First of all, I don't even know if I am going to be missed. Second of all, I just feel like the way that Facebook is now, and especially as Mari tries to reach out to certain friends, I mean, nobody. If nobody's really responding, then I'm assuming that a lot of people just stop using Facebook. Ooh, see those jacaranda trees are coming right back up. I'm under the impression that a lot of those people just don't really use Facebook anymore. And look, you got guys using, TikTok is a really big thing, and you got Instagram, and obviously, I don't know about Snapchat though, but I don't really pay attention to Snapchat much anymore. I mean, I use it, but not to really post anything on it, you know what I mean? But yeah, my thing is, if I do come back to Facebook, things are not really gonna feel any different for me, and I just know it by heart. So let's say if Loving Mel, Mari, Rika, they see me back there, they're still gonna see the same me as far as with this current state that I'm in, the current mental state, and just knowing that I'm still in this dump, just feeling like crap every single day, to a point where it's just going to be more of the same. I mean, and I'm going to feel even worse, like than I already am now. Then even like, well, let's just say, I mean, I was already feeling like that, on my last days of being on Facebook before I already left, which was like late January of last year. So I can already imagine just coming back, and if I come back too soon, let's say if I come back later today, which I know I won't, it's going to be the same. It's going to be more the same for me, just expecting more, maybe just things that I may see regressing from what Facebook used to be, from what my friend circle used to be. Not to mention there's a lot of features now, that the ex close friends and acquaintances that used to ask me to do projects for them, now they don't have to ask me anymore because they got those tools for AI that they can depend on. So with that being said, it is going to feel different, but to my perception, it may be of my disliking, my dissatisfaction, and I know that for sure because that's why I like sometimes I'll have Mari send some of my videos, whether it's like my 3-point performances, my basketball shoot around games, certain ones. Then sometimes maybe she'll post one of my friendship issues here and there, and I won't get any responses. I mean, that's just how I know that maybe they're just not either they ignore what she posts or what have you, anything that's related to me. I mean, that's just how I know. Like, as I'm speaking about my ex-close friends, that's why I just don't want to go back, and especially since I'm in my dump. Excuse me. Sorry, I know a lot of talking. I gotta get my fries right now, but yeah, dude. This is what would happen if I go back. That's why I made it official that if I get a new job, that maybe then I'll start feeling more at peace with myself and more joy and happiness, because by then I would have already left my dump that has already turned me into someone that don't worry, I'm good. No, but I'm saying that, if I do have a new job, I've been saying it. I've been notoriously saying that I would feel a lot better about myself, and just knowing I already have my peace and my peace, serenity, happiness, anything that will make me feel like myself again. And I know guys like Eugene and Russ have already alluded to it, especially in our hangouts. They just know. Some others refuse to. That's why they're my ex-close friends. Unfortunately, they would disagree with anything that any of my reasonings when it comes to, my dump issues and why this and why that. They're not going to buy anything that I said. But so be it for them if that's the case. We had some of that leftover relish or fries. Tastes pretty interesting. We got to add the rest to it. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, I refuse to go back to Facebook while I'm still in this dump. And if I do go back, it's more of the same. I'm gonna get roasted by guys like Lovely Mel, Rika, maybe even Part Jory, and those guys, I'm talking about Part Jory and Lovely Mel, they're already out of my wall. So I told them that, especially Lovely Mel, on the email, that I'm doing everything I can to fix my whole life, myself, and that, when the right time comes, when I go back, especially, that means I already have a new job by then, and to a point where they will see a whole different version of me, right? But right now it hasn't happened because the life that I'm in right now, it's still the same stale life, and I'm not about that. That's why I just cannot vibe with a place like this, being there in my 13th year. And for a guy like Ernie, who just at this point only cares about me, let's just be real, just talking to me, and it's like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? I get it. Johnny's busy, and doesn't have any time to play ping pong. Speaking of ping pong, I played Francisco yesterday. He came by to visit. Mind you, that was my first time playing ping pong. You know what I mean? But look, man, it's I just can't do it. I just have no business trying to be in that place, and all I'm doing is just job hunting. So my focus, sorry if I'm not as full. So my focus will continue to be on that for as long as I'm in this dump. Because right now my mental state cannot handle just being back on social media. I already know what I went through. I mean, anyone that's listening to this video, I know Russ, Mari, Eugene, Nathan, you know, a boss maybe, they know that it's not worth coming back if I'm still in this same mental state that I'm struggling to overcome. And you know, it's not good for, you know, as bad as the group text incidents have already been, you know, just imagine how much worse it would be if I was back on Facebook. Yeah, Anastasia is still my friend on Facebook, but she made it clear to Mari that, you know, she's not going to try to message me until I'm ready. She knows where my mental state is at, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave it at that, man. I'm sorry to those who think that I'm going to come back to Facebook pretty soon. That is not the case. So they're going to have to wait for as long as they can continue to wait, okay? And I don't think they're going to, you know, rush me back. I don't think they ever will. I mean, who the heck misses me when I want to go back over there, right? So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that, man. You tell me what you guys think. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.